Hey cuties, how have you guys been doing? As always, I've been doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing awesome too. Are you or are you not? I need to know, like always, and for that, you must comment below. Can you do that for me? Can you ask your mommy to do that for me? Or maybe your daddy dearest? Whoever. So, let's begin today's story session. Today I'm going to do another very fun story for you guys, and again it's your yet another favorite character. Ta-da! It's Peppa Pig time! So, let's get started. Okay, so today's storybook is this one. It's a Peppa super noisy sound book. So, what this book has, it has a Peppa Pig story and little sound buttons that go along like and the sound of rain, the sound of brushing, the sound of mud puddles, our favorite. So let's begin listening to the story. I am Peppa Pig and this is my super noisy sound book. Let's start. Peppa says, "It's a very rainy day. Peppa and George are in their house. We are going to have a quiet day inside," says Mummy Pig. "Oh," sighs Peppa and George, very disappointed. Peppa and George love going outside to play, but since it's raining, they can't go outside. "Ho ho, cheer up you two," smiles Daddy Pig. "You can help mend the kitchen cupboard." "Kitchen cupboards are boring," says Peppa. "I don't like the rain." Snort, giggles George like this. Just then, the telephone rings. It's Mrs. Rabbit, Rebecca Rabbit's mummy. "Can Rebecca and Richard come to play?" she asks. "Of course," says Mummy Pig. "Yippee! Cheers, Peppa!" So happy. Rebecca and Richard Rabbit arrive. Richard has brought his brand new toy car. Broom, broom. Squeaks Richard. And George has his toy, Mr. Dinosaur. "Dinosaur, good," says George. Peppa and George get out their musical toys and make lots and lots of noise. Laughs Peppa. She is very proud of herself. Hooray! Cheers Rebecca and Richard. Now, Susie Sheep has arrived and Mummy Pig has made lunch for everyone. Gobble, gobble. Delicious food. Everyone says, "Burp," says Peppa. "Excuse me." "It has stopped raining now," says Mummy Pig. "Let's take the leftover bread and feed the ducks." "Squeak, squeak," cries Rebecca Rabbit. "Shall we give them the carrots?" Rebecca Rabbit likes carrots. "I think the ducks would prefer bread," smiles Mummy Pig. Let's hear the sound of ducky. "Snort, quack," says George, jumping up and down. "Peppa, George," says Mummy Pig. "Let's Daddy put up on your rain boots first." "Yes, George," says Peppa. "If you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your rain boots." And what is the sound of muddy puddles? "We are going to see the ducks. We are going to see the ducks. We are going to see the ducks," sings Peppa. George, Susie, Rebecca and Richard all join in very loudly. "Ho ho," laughs Daddy Pig. What a lovely song. But you don't have to sing it quite so loud. Hello, Mrs. Duck, cries Peppa, throwing some crumbs. I hope you're hungry. It's Richard Rabbit's first time feeding the ducks and he's a bit scared. Don't be scared, Richard, says Peppa. They won't hurt you. Watch me. Peppa shows Richard how to feed the ducks. Quack, 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 shouts Richard. Dinosaur, shouts George. Hee, silly George, laughs Peppa. You always say dinosaur for everything. Why don't you find some muddy puddles to jump in, says Mummy Pig. Yippee, Peppa shouts. Splish, splash. Everyone is having a wonderful noisy time, jumping and splashing. Here is Danny Dog and his mummy. Here is Danny Dog and his mummy. Danny jumps in great big puddles. Welch! Oops! He splashed Daddy Pig's glasses. Oh dear, says Peppa. Now Daddy will be all grumpy. I'm not grumpy, snorts Daddy Pig. How about a nice quiet game of hide and seek? Suggests Mummy Pig. Yippee! Shouts Peppa. I am brilliant at seeking. Everyone hides while Peppa covers her eyes and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. George isn't very good at hiding. He stands by a tree with his eyes closed. Peppa thinks this is very funny and decides to surprise him. Very quietly, she creeps up behind him. Stop! Grunts Peppa loudly. Oh dear, George is very surprised and drops Mr. Dinosaur into a muddy puddle. Wow, George starts to cry. Peppa, have you been teasing George? Says Mummy Pig. Sorry, George, says Peppa. All the parents have come to collect the children. It's time to go home. Goodbye, everyone. Cheers, Peppa. Everybody waves goodbye. Ho ho, chuckles Daddy Pig. Peace at last. It's time for Peppa and George to go to bed. First, they brush their teeth. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Now, let's have a nice, quiet bedtime story, says Mummy Pig. What shall we read? Asks Daddy Pig. Can we have one all about music? Asks Peppa. I love music. Daddy Pig begins the bedtime story. It's about two very noisy piggies playing very noisy musical instruments. Peppa, George, and even Mr. Dinosaur join on the actions. Roar, 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 growls George. Laughs Peppa. Peppa and George are a little bit sleepy. George starts to fall asleep first. Snore, snore. That wasn't a very quiet day, giggles Peppa. No, it was a very noisy day, Peppa, replies Daddy Pig smiling. But Peppa is already fast asleep. Okay. So that's about this particular book. It's Peppa's Super Noisy Sound Book. I hope you guys liked me reading out this particular book. It was a little longer than earlier stories, wasn't it? But since it had a lot of sounds to it, I am sure you guys had fun. Did you? Which was your best sound? For me and my son, the best sound was... Of course, the muddy puddle sound. Which sound did you like the most? Let me know. And stay tuned at my channel and keep watching more stories. Bye-bye.